get around, I get around, yeah, get around.
Sad news from the music world today. The Beach Boys' Brian Wilson has died. Wilson's family shared the news on social media today. Music critics call Brian Wilson a visionary and one of the world's most influential artists. He was 82 years old. And the CBC's Deanna Sumanak-Johnson joins me now with more on Wilson's life and legacy. So this is a bit of a monumental loss for music fans around the world. I mean, Brian Wilson, these tunes are timeless.
Absolutely timeless tunes, Andrew. And you know, when I was thinking about it about an hour ago, it's not just the musicians you would think of who admired him, it's also people you wouldn't think of. Kurt Cobain was a huge fan of Brian Wilson because he was such a consummate musician. It was said that his mom could sing tunes to him when he was a baby, about 6 months old, and that he could sing it back in perfect pitch. So blessed with that perfect pitch, blessed with an ability to envision a very complex melody, layering of harmonies. He produced a lot of their songs. He wrote majority of their songs, but of course a life marred by complexity, also specifically mental health problems. We now know that he started struggling with anxiety when he was a teenager. A lot of it also based on a complex relationship he had with their father. He started the band, of course, with his two younger brothers, Carl and Dennis, and that some of the substance abuse that he went through over the years was an attempt to self-medicate for what ended up being very complex mental health problems. And I think that sweetness, the almost saccharine sweetness of California, combined with this sometimes dark outlook on life, is something you really hear the juxtaposition of those two things in their songs. I love to listen to the opening chords of God Only Knows. Have a listen to this. I think it really sums it up.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
It is so sweet, but through those key changes, you hear that ambiguity always. And that's what I think makes the Beach Boys and Brian Wilson's work so timeless to so many people who love music, because it's not just one thing. It is so complex. And I think you may hear this as a teenager and just feel elated by it. But as you grow older, you hear those other undertones there, those little more complex, nuanced, and darker stories, even in a song as sweet as this one.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I hadn't thought of it that way. And I understand you had a chance to interview Wilson alongside his bandmates. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so this was while I was in the Arts and Entertainment unit. I had a rare privilege to interview him during one of their last tours together. So all the Beach Boys, for a long time, I think during my lifetime as an arts-loving person, it was always the Beach Boys incarnation that was led creatively and fronted by Mike Love. So if you remember the song Kokomo from the 80s, that kind of comeback, that was very much a Mike Love vision of the Beach Boys. So it was a really big deal to interview them when they were performing with Brian. And I got a chance to chat with Brian about what does it sound like when you try to reach those perfect harmonies and you're well into your 70s at the time. Have a listen.
It took about 2 months to do it, so we didn't really rush through it. But when we did it, heard back the harmonies on the speakers, it's like going back to 1965.
And of course, his wife and children are all sharing their grief about his passing. One of his daughters is Wendy Wilson from Wilson Phillips, for people from a certain generation. Yeah. And one thing that does come through from his family members is that he was very, very loved. A complicated man, but a very loved man with a huge musical legacy.
Deanna, thank you. CBC's Deanna Sumanak-Johnson.